YouTube's happening. It is Tuesday, October 28th. Now we're moving on to NHL. And oh my God, it is a busy day because I mean, everyone and their mama playing today. Every single team. You see this, right? 16 games happening today. And guess what? We're going to roll through all 16 of them because that's what we do here because NHL is probably, now I know for a fact, it is our most profitable sport. And what do you mean by that? How can you say that? Well, I can show lines. So I can show what we did here. And this was a 5-in-1 day. Pittsburgh, Carlson, Macklin, Cairo over all hit. And then Pinto had 2 shots on goal. So close to a sweep. That puts us at 12-2 yesterday. I mean, for the last 2 days. So 12-2 is great. And you know how we've been doing it. If you've been watching, we're chasing the plus bets too. So not only are we 12-2 on just normal bets, all straight bets, they're so valuable. So many plus bets. I mean, hell, wasn't all of these pluses? I believe they were. So yeah, good job. Good job, NHL. We'll see if we can keep that trend going. We have 16 games. We're going to break them all down. If you want the plays typed out for every single sport, because you know how we do it here, or you want access to the spreadsheet so you can do your own research, or you just want a nice typed out list like you've been seeing, or just come join the chat. It's all there. Join the HQ. Simple as that. So 16 games. It's going to be a hot one. Let's go ahead and jump to the first one now. All right, time to jump into it. 16 games. Who scheduled, who in the NHL thought it was a good idea to put 16 games, then 1 game, and then like 12 games? Who made this dumbass decision? That's all they say. You could have literally put more on Wednesday. There's no baseball tomorrow. There's no NFL tomorrow. What are you doing? Is there some, like, now given, is there some kind of holiday I don't know about? There's not a US holiday. Is there a Canadian holiday? I don't know, but this is beyond stupid. So, because then you can only watch like ESPN at 6, 8:30. Yeah, you get a triple header on ESPN. That's cool. But other than that, it's all ESPN Plus. You could have literally put some on Wednesday. You know what's on tomorrow? Nothing. College football and NBA. That is it. So, man, I digress. Anyways, moving on. First game on the slate shall be Pittsburgh and Philadelphia. That's what my sheet says it is. So currently we have Philadelphia as a 149 favorite. 6.5 is our total. We come to the spreadsheets. We look at the numbers. Number 1 offense versus 8 defense, 3. Okay. Both teams suck shots on goal. Nothing new there. Defense is good there. 8 reached 27 hits. Pittsburgh's playing great. 7-2-1. Pittsburgh clearly the better team. I know they're on the road, but they're clearly better. Pittsburgh's at plus 144. You can at money line. I'm already liking that. I will take the hotter team anytime, depending on goalie. If they have a better goalie, maybe. So let's see. 256 versus Vladar at 181 in 5 games. Flyers goalie's better. You can just tell. But he's not bad either. I mean, still 256, 181. Not bad. Let's go to props, see what we got cooking over here. Outlier, link in the pin comment, and go get your week for free. It's all there. So first game, Penguins, Flyers. Yes, very few to pick from here. So points, assists, points, assists. No shots on goal. Now, if you're new here, let me explain something to you real quick. When we see things like this, anytime we see GAA, which is goals against average, that's how many goals they give up on average a game. They give up, if it's less than 2 or hitting close to 2, I don't take a point against them because literally the most points you can get on any goal is 3 points, a goal and up to 2 assists. That's it. That's the most you can get. So anything lower than 2 goals against is literally 6 potential points max. And I don't like taking that because that's a very low probability. Like that's not enough. No, just don't like it. We did it all last year. It worked out great. Could some of these people get points? Sure, absolutely. But I like more opportunities. And when you get somebody with like a 3 goals against or a 4 goals against, yeah, sign me up for points for them. This one, nah. You potentially. So we're going to look at Flyer points. That's all we can look at, really. So shots on goals terrible for both teams. So we want Flyer points. All we got is Zegras for an assist. That's it. That's all we have. So, and he is at 0.8. If you're new here, let me explain it to you. We see a number up here. We see that 0.5. We want to double that with points and assists. So this average needs to be 1. I need a double up because we want that cushion on both sides, over or under, so we can see how they stay within their average. That's how it works. 0.8 does not work. We need a 1. That's not good. So you're gone. You don't qualify. You don't qualify, we don't play you. Simple as that. Other than that, we don't take points against goals against below 2, which is these other 4. We have Zegras. We couldn't do the assist. Can we do a point? Let's see. Let's see if he hit this. Yes, he has a 1.2 average on a 0.5 going up against a 256 goals against. It is plus 110. So Zegras for a point, which means goal or assist, is on the table. We can absolutely do that. So question is, do I take this for plus 110 or do I take this for 144? based on my spreadsheet, I want to take Pittsburgh just because they have the offense to keep up with anything. And if you can't score, you can't win usually. So yeah, Philly might be looking like this. I'm taking Pittsburgh. I'm going Pitt money line, just straight up. I think that's the way I want to go. So PIT, no, that's the way I'm going. Pittsburgh money line for 144. And if you know you're watching, I'm chasing plus every play possible. So him first, or not him, Pittsburgh first. If you don't like the money line, you're like, I don't know about that. Maybe the Flyers. And there's your prop. That's the other prop I would take. So let's move on next. All right, game 2 is going to be Calgary and Toronto. And before we jump into it, I will tell you, I went back into Zegras for that point. That plus 110 looked good. And I was like, you know what? It qualifies. Why am I not taking it? Let's add it. So now I have Pittsburgh money line and Zegras for the point. So moving on, we got Calgary and Toronto, and currently Toronto 168 with a 5.5 total. Spreadsheet, load them up. What do we see? 3v23 shots on goal for Calgary. It looks like a winner to me, doesn't it? Looks pretty good. They take a lot of shots against a team who gives up shots. Love that. I don't care about points. I don't care about score. I don't care about side or total. I care about dudes slapping shots. That's all I care about. So goalies, who's got there? Dustin is a 337. Bro is 2-6-1. That is rough. Anthony is a 332. So over potentially, if you cared, if these offenses were any good, this would be an easy over. But I can't do that. We pop over to props. I hope don't look at that. Oh yeah, there's only one on here, and it's Joel. It's this guy. That's all there is. He's the only one. And look at him. He is 1.5 on a 2.6 average, but a 120. Oh, that's beautiful. You see he has potential pop because he had 5 here. 2025, you can see what he's done. He's averaging 2.1 all season. Last 5. He's a 2.6. He only missed 1 barely. I'll add him to the list. 120 for him. I think it makes sense. So Farabee over 1.5 shots on goal. That's my play. Next. All right, moving on. Game number 3 is going to be Vegas and Carolina. Let me load it up. And we see currently Carolina 139 at home, 6 down. This is a nice little matchup, I do believe. Let's pop to the spreadsheet, see what we got cooking over here. Ooh, 5-1-3 versus 6-2. 5-1-3 is still, it's like, okay, yeah, you're 5-1-3. It looks good. You got 13 points. You got 4 losses. That's NHL, and well, you get a point because, I mean, you get a participation point for you losing in overtime. You're a loser, but not a bad loser. I hate it. It's annoying. Anyway, 6-3-10, 28 versus 29. You can see that all cancels out. Offense looks pretty good overall, even though somehow they keep losing games, but whatever. There's that clutch. I guess we can use that as a clutch number. If you keep losing in overtime, yeah, not clutch enough. Like Carolina's clutch. They ain't lost in overtime. Of course, I don't know how many overtime games they played, but still, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Moving on. Let's see. Adgira is at 267 versus Frederick at 272. Both pretty good. We can look at points for both of them. You know, I know Frederick's better than this. This man was hovering 2-0 last year at the end of the season. Dude was a beast. Let's go to props, see what we got cooking. Goodbye, Joel. Yule. And Golden Knights and Hurricanes. And let's see what we got. We got some shots on goal. We can look at all of these. And I said we'll look at points too, which we have 1 point. So 4 shots on goal and a point. Anything qualified. Probably at least 1. 1.5 on a 1.8. Absolutely not. Get off my screen. 1.5 on a 2. Shots on goal. Nope. Over 2. Taylor Hall. 1.5 on a 1.6. Nope. Jack. 4 on a 2.5. Now, typically I would say yes. You would think, oh, it's meats. It's simple. It's 4 and 2.5, right? Technically, and it's 135. This 9 here is kind of a standout. It's doing a lot of heavy lifting. And anytime I see this, I think more of the consistency here. So 3, 4, 1, 3. You add these up, we get, what is that? A 6 divided by 4, which comes out to less than 3. And I don't like this 9. You take that 9 out of the equation, you're below 2.5. I think that's causing issues. So I'm going to leave that off. Sometimes you got to extrapolate the data and see, well, there's some data points that you need to remove because they're just way out of line. This doesn't make sense. So like 2-1-1-3-0, that all falls within line. 1-4 on a 0.5 on points, though, is pretty nasty for Shane. Shane on the whole season, you see what he's done. This is the whole season. Literally, he's only played 5 games. And those are the 5 games he's had. 2-1-1-3-0. That's a good start of the season, isn't it? So Shane for a point is absolutely the play for plus 120. So I ain't spelling this last name. Let me just copy this because I ain't about to try to spell that out. Let's see. Boop, boop, boop. Yep. And then over 0.5 points for plus 120. Absolutely. We'll take that next. All right, moving on from Carolina, moving to Buffalo and Columbus. Currently, where is that? I'm blind. Oh, no, I was looking at the other side. Buffalo at home, it's very slightly in Buffalo with a 6.5. Cool, whatever. Spreadsheet, load them up. Ew, what do we have? Both teams really good slap shot. Defensively, not so much. So shots on goal is definitely a play we want to look at for both teams. Offensive potential, hell, over potential, maybe. What's the defense is looking decent? Depends on our goalies. Let's look at our goalies. Who's in net? Columbus and Buffalo. 278 for Jet and 261 for Alex. Both, I would say, probably average. Nothing stands out. 2 to 2.5 is above average for me. Anything below 2.5 is average. 2.5 to 3 is average. Below 3 to 3.5 is below average. And anything higher than 3.5 is a joke. Like, what are you doing? How do you even have a job? I don't get it. Below 2 is a beast. That was like Connor most of last year. Frederick a little bit, the usuals. Darcy, he was there a good bit too. So I love chasing the plus lines. Last year I didn't. I chased ones like, oh, look, this makes the most sense. And oh, it's the highest thing, so it should hit. No, that ain't how that works. Not in the slightest. We learned that now. We're doing better now. We have shots on goal, points. Is this all? I gotta say, where's Buffalo? Rasmus and blocks. Ooh, haven't had a good block in a couple days. All right. I haven't lost a block play yet. I'm like 4-0 this year on blocks. We are very selective on blocks, so when they pop up, we take them if they make sense. So Kent Johnson, 2-2 on a 1-5. Does he qualify? Answer is no. Goodbye. Medichenko, 2-5 on a 3. Guess what? No, does not qualify. You say, well, it has a 0 here. What about this? 5-4, couple 3s. That's a 15 divided by 5. That is what, 3.67 repeating? Technically could. If you go last 4, if you want to go that narrow of a sample size, sure. You go last 10, he's at 3.5 on a 2.5. See, that 0 could be an outlier. And plus, it's minus 120. We could do that. We'll leave it there. How about that? Voronkov, man, these names. 1.5 with a minus 105 for a point. 1-1-1 followed by a 2. I do like the progression of 0 to 1s to 2s. I think I like that. I still like Marchenko for shots. We know Marchenko's going to take shots. We just know this. So nothing new there. Erasmus is always good for something, usually. So 2025, you can see he's at 0.78 on points. Last 10, last 5, 0.8. He doesn't qualify for points, though. Not points. That's not your thing, buddy. Matthias on blocks. 2.6 on a 1.5. It qualifies. It's a 133, though. So if I had to pick one thing in this game, I think I'd rather take Marchenko on the 2.5 and consider the 0 to be an anomaly that we just need to remove on the last 10. So look at that 0-1-2 when he consistently hovers around the 4 line. You see that, right? So we're gonna trust the extrapolation of the data, if you will, and go Marchenko. Marchenko over 2.5 shots on goal for the 120. That 120 feels like really good value because I think people are going to see this and be like, well, so we'll take Marchenko. I don't love this. I still like this, but not as much. Like when you see a block, you know when you like it. 1.5 should almost be a 3 on a block on average. So we'll take Marchenko and move on next. All right, moving on from there, we have Anaheim and Florida, game number 5. You can see currently Florida, big favorite at home, 170 with a 6.5. We pop over to our sheets, we look at our numbers, and we can see offense for Anaheim, shots on goal. They're both 500 win percentages. I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, they both got 4. They got 4 losses. They got 5. So not too crazy. Maybe a plus line could very well be an option. Let's look at the goalies in this one. We want Anaheim and Florida. We want Lucas with a 302 versus Bobrovsky with a 228. Obviously, Bobrovsky's pretty good. We know that. Lucas, 302, not too shabby. We go up to the props. Let's take a look at what we got. We got to get rid of you and change you over to Florida. So what do we got cooking? Very few. We got Lagom, shots on goal. Leo Carlson, shots on goal. Points for Carlson against Sergey? I don't know. I don't know about that one. And Terry points. I don't know. We'll look at these real quick. It's a 2-2 way for Bobrovsky. That's getting close. So yeah, you got to be extra like cleared, and that's not even close. And then you are 1.2 and a half at 135 against Bobrovsky. I don't think so. It feels plus maybe. Carlson shots on goal 3 on a 1.5 with a 145. That's pricey, but it does meet. He does decent, so maybe. And then Lacombe at 2.6 on a 1.5 at 114. Now you're at a 3 average thanks to this 5 with a 145, and you're at a 114. You have way better odds. Your average still qualifies, and you've gotten 4 twice now. I kind of like Jackson. I'm gonna lie. I like Jackson to get 2 shots on goal for us. So let's go for that. Lacombe over 1.5 shots on goal. That's too crazy. Simple stuff. We move on next. All right, game number 6 is going to be Islanders and Boston. Currently, we got New York is 132 on the road with a 6.5 total. Sheets, load them up. And number 1 offense is your New York Islanders versus the worst defense in the league in Boston at 4.6. Wow. New York team total. That's the very first thing I'm thinking of is New York. Let's go look at goalies. Let's just go and solidify what we want to do. So is that what we're doing? Confirm for both. 402 for Junis versus Ilya at 3-7. I don't even care about New York. First thing we're going, boom, over here. Load them up, match details. We want team props, Islander goals, team total. Don't, what am I doing? Go away. Um, that was wild. We want to do over 3.5 is plus 116. Are you serious? Can I ladder to a 4 to 170 to 240 at 4.5? I mean, they're scoring 4.6 on average in the last 5, and Boston gives up 4.6. So 4.5 is the choice, right? If it plus 240 potential, I'm gonna go plus 170. I think I'm gonna go over 4. No, I'm gonna go over 3.5 or plus 116 for the straight bet, but then I might ladder it up a little bit. I think the Islanders can do some work. So NYI team total over 3.5 is my play. That's the play I'm taking. Uh plus I'm gonna put a ladder emoji just so people understand. Plus ladder. So I'm gonna go New York Islanders team total over 3.5 plus ladder. So it means I'm gonna sprinkle a ladder to 4, 4.5, 5, maybe 5, probably 5, just to see if we can get that. Nothing crazy, just to do a little bit there, see if we can hit that. So I gotta take this. Anytime the spreadsheet showed this 1v32 matchup and the goalie is Junis at 402 in goals against, he's 1-3. He's giving up 4. The team's giving up 4.6 on average. New York's scoring 4.6. Why wouldn't I? Absolutely. I mean, that's the perfect setup. That's why we do sheets like this to see the mismatches. So, back over to the props. We have any props we want to look at? Do you care about props in this game? I don't, but maybe you do. And I want to make sure you take what you want to take. Don't take what I take. Take what you want to take. If you happen to take what I want to take, cool. If you want to fade me, it might, I mean, good. I hope it works for you. Not really, because I hope I win. So, shots on goal, points. Hey, maybe you want a bunch of New York points. That could be a thing too. I mean, there's options here. So Pavel shots on goal, 1.524 doesn't qualify. Barely. Goodbye. Geeky. I like geeky. Good stuff. Qualifies technically, but not, no, that's not what we're looking for. We're looking for points, please. Points, please. Anders Lee points plus. Oh my God, 115 for half a point for Anders. Let me make a little column. I gotta make a new column real quick because we're double dipping our chip in this bad boy. This dip about to get hit with a tortilla. Let's see, Tostitos. Let's see, 1.6 half. Yeah, give me Lee. Give me Lee over 0.5 points. Now watch them get shut out. Watch Boston shut their ass out. It's gonna be hilarious. Because it happens sometimes. And sometimes you just laugh at it. You're like, okay, shit, this wasn't meant to be. But then sometimes you see all of a sudden New York has 7 goals, and you're like, yeah, where are the props? Bring him home. We're second Anders, absolutely for a point. He qualifies easily, and he's 115. Absolutely. Welcome to the team. And that's just for the point. Look at his assists. You could even go assist qualifiers for 251 if you really want to be degenerate. You could do that too. I'm a single point though. I'm not gonna be greedy. That much greedy, not that greedy. And then lastly, we got Barzal assist. He didn't have an assist here. He doesn't qualify, and he's plus 110. I think we're good with Anders. So we got the New York Islander team total of 3.5. Plus, we're going to sprinkle a ladder, and then we're going to go Lee with the Anders. I'm going to go A Lee so people understand, just so there's no confusion. A Lee over 0.5 points at that plus whatever it was. So that's good place for that one. Let's move on next. Moving on. Tampa, Nashville is up next. We're what, halfway through? Not even halfway through yet. Great. So many games. Oh man, oh man. Moving. There we go. Tampa 142 with a 5.5 total. Spreadsheet, load them up. 2 offenses are bad. They're just not good. They're not good at scoring. Tampa defense, though, is looking good. Not bad, getting better. Andre's finally below 3 in a GAA, I see. Very nice. 3, 9, 19. Nothing stands out, though. We go schedule, we look 299, 268. Not bad. Yeah, so let's go props. Don't love Tampa here. Don't love them at that big of a favorite. Let's see what we have on the line. We have any props we like? We have some we could take. We have some shots on goal from Hagel and Jake and Ryan and Victor, and then these are points. All these, we can do points for everybody. So we got a lot of things we can look at. Let's see what qualifies. We'll remove all the bad stuff, keep the qualifications, then narrow that down. So Brandon, 3 on 2.5, 105 does not qualify. Nope. Jake, 5 minus 125, 2.5, even with a red valley here. That's, yeah, you qualify easily. You're probably the play. Ryan's at 2.6 on 1.5 at 150. That's way too damn pricey for 2.6. Sorry, just is too pricey. Victor's at 135, 1.5 technically qualifies, but we got a better player to wait for us. Riley assists, does not qualify. Victor assist does, but we have a better play waiting. And then Riley 1-4 on a half at 145. Even for the 145, this isn't bad. But you're going up against Andre. Tampa's defense is only giving up 2.4 goals on average in the last five. We'll take it off. Jake is the play. I mean, good God, look at that. 5-7-6-5. You have more fives than you have twos. And he only needs three to get 125. Hell, what's his line for a 3.5? Just out of curiosity. 195. Who has that line available? Flip. FanDuel, Hard Rock, yeah, good. 195. I could take that. I might take that too. So I'm gonna stick with 2.5 though. 125. That's good stuff. Good juice. A lot of 125 for everybody. Yeah, good with that. So we're gonna go GUENTZEL over 2.5 shots on goal and move on. Next. Moving on from Nashville, we're going Minnesota versus Winnipeg now. That's a fun one. Currently, it's basically a pick 'em with a 5.5. Okay, great. Let's look over here. Same team. Only thing is, this looks like the Tampa game from last one. Both offenses are struggling. The defense is great. The home team defense isn't. Everything else is like the same. Same situation, same setup. Let's see what the goalies are. Goalies, Connor is a 2-1-5, obviously a beast. Philip is struggling. He's 2-5. Yeah, Connor's doing, yep. This is clearly a Winnipeg lean for certain. So let's go Jets Wild. And, Hartman 2.5, and then Morrissey for blocks. That's all we have to choose from. Are we going to pass? We haven't had a pass yet. 2-8 on a 2-5. Doesn't qualify. Sad. And then Morrissey, 2-6 on a 1-5 at 120. That does qualify, and that is nice. How many blocks does Winnipeg get a game? 16. How many shots does Minnesota take? See, I want blocks against a team that takes a lot of shots, and Minnesota takes a lot of shots. So Morrissey for blocks, it looks like a play we're going to take. So we're 4-0 on blocks. We'll see if we can go 5-0. Morrissey over 1.5 blocks. I think we're 4-0. I may have missed one. I don't know. For some reason, I'm thinking I missed one all of a sudden. There's so many plays between so many sports in the last few days. The equinox has been just rough. That was the word I couldn't think of earlier. Sports equinox has been rough. So anyways, we're taking Morrissey for blocks. I like this setup. Let's move on. Next. Moving on from Minnesota, we're going St. Louis and Detroit. Currently, it is, it's basically a pick 'em again. 6.5 is our total spreadsheet. I can see why the defenses are trash, offenses are average. So I can see why 6.5 plus 117 is the over. Not bad. I like the over so far. It could be a play. Let's go look at our goalies. Did they line up with this? Do they have the same thinking? 3-5, 3-4-5, and 3-1-2. You're confirmed. You're expected. So that's a 6-5 right there. The total 6-5. The goals are given up is 6.2. The defense is giving up an 8. Over's the play so far. Over 6.5 so far is the play. Let's see what we got on the lines over here. Bing, bing. And what do we have? Very few. Shots on goal, shots on goal, shots on goal, point, and why you have nothing. Okay, and then point. Cool. So we got Moritz at 2-8 on a 1-5 at minus 125. Does qualify, but I like the over better. I got to see something really good for me to take nothing outside the over because I like the over so much. The Brincat 2.5, 3.8. That's some good stuff. 130. I like the over better. I still like it. I just don't trust John or Jordan. They clearly have been struggling so far. So go away. Emmett 2025. Yeah. No, not loving that. Not loving that. And Jordan, yeah, he's been consistent to get a point, but not loving it. I'm taking the over 6.5. Once I saw that, I did the math on it. Everything stands out. Yeah, we'll trust the average offenses versus terrible defenses. They're giving up 8 goals combined. Look at the math. Look at the math real quick. 3-6 and 4-4 comes out to an 8. This comes out to a 6-2. So we have an 8 and a 6-2 range. The total 6-5 is right there. So I think we're good. Over. Next. All right, moving on. We got 7 games left. We are trucking through. I had to take a little halftime break. Gosh, so many games. Next up is going to be Washington and Dallas. Let's see what we got. And we got Dallas 124 with a 5.5. Let's go spreadsheets. Let's change it over to Dallas. And currently we see worst offense in the league. Good job, Dallas. 2 goals a game. Ain't going to get it done, guys. That ain't going to get it done. 7v9, 6v15. Washington could be a play, 6-3. Not bad. Let's look at our goalie situation. Who's in net for us in this one? Logan and Jake. 1-5 and 2-9. Logan's been nasty this year so far. Is Logan goalie of the year so far? He might be the best goalie in the league right now as of the last start of the season. So other than that, Jake's not bad for 2-1, but 3. I mean, you ain't 1.5. So we're not taking points against Washington. Not a chance. But we'll go look at props, see what we got. Change you up to this and this and this. And what do we got? 4 props. Shots on goal. Points for Washington against Dallas. Yes. Points for Washington's Dallas. Shots on goal for Johnson. Sure, we'll take a look at these 4. I know Johnson's hitting recently because we took him a couple times. Jakob, shots on goal. Dude went from boom, boom, boom to nothing. Just took the day off. Like, what is this? Let's see. Well, we got 3-4 on a 2-5. Doesn't qualify, so it's gone. Goodbye. That 0 brought it down that far. John points. 1. I don't like those 0 against Ottawa in a 7-1 loss. Damn, that's not good. Let's see. You see all the numbers there. Plus 100 does qualify, but I'm not loving it. I'm just not loving this. And we know Jake's a good goalie. We know this. He's just struggling. They're all struggling to start the year, it seems like. So, no, my pass. Tom, 1.2 and a half with 145. That's pricey. I don't like the zeros we're having here at the end. I'm not feeling it. Now, this is something I can get behind right here. Absolutely. It's 130. It's a little pricey. I know it's a little overvalued, but 2.5 for 3.8. And you see the history 3.3454. Yeah, I can rock with that. So we're going Johnston over 2.5 shots on goal. I can rock with that. He takes the shots. If he stays in his average, we're going to be good. He should get probably 4, if anything. He's averaging 3.8. So whole season, what's he got? 3.33. Good stuff. 2.5. Yeah, just get 3. I don't need you to get 4 or 5. Just get 3 and I'm happy. 130, I'll take it. Next. All right, moving on. What do we got? 5, 6 games left. Ottawa, Chicago's up now currently. What do we have? Chicago. Nope. Ottawa's 128 favor on the road. 5.5 is our total. Spreadsheet, load them up. We see the numbers. Double defense is looking good. 2.4 for both of them. They're allowing 4.8 goals combined. Offense is good for Ottawa, and Chicago's not bad either. First in shot goal defense. Okay. So our goalies. See what we got cooking over here. And 311 from Linus confirmed. Spencer's at 1.9. Spencer's been doing pretty good. Look at Spencer Cook. Good job. Props so far. Maybe an under. I don't know what I take in this one. This one, nothing's really standing out. This one so far. So Senators and Blackhawks. We have we got shots on goal. We will not take points against Spencer because we need points against. We need Blackhawk points. We can't take Ottawa points. We just can't do it because Spencer's a 196 and we don't take points against that. So we're going to go for Donato, and that's it. We're not taking any of the Ottawa ones because it just this reason right here, this one, that right there. We have rules. We don't break them. So moving on, very few props. Connor, shots on goal 4 on a 2.5 at 122. Again, remember earlier, we saw one right here. It was like a 9. Here we go. Another 9. This is an outlier. You can see 2025. You see what he's done all year. He pops on for a random 9. I'm supposed to trust him now to get 3 out of here. No, not a chance. And Donato points is 1.2 on a half for the plus 102. Taking Donato points against Linus 3.1. I mean, a little bit, kind of like it, but then again, I'm a little scared because the defense has been pretty damn good so far. So this could be a lower scoring game. So I think I'm going to take it just because everything tells me to. He's averaging 1.2, half a point. He qualifies plus 102. Yeah, the goalie situation lines up too. So let's go for it. Over 0.5 points. That's all we need. Just 0.5 points and we should be good. I don't want nothing else in this one. We're going to move on next. All right, moving on. We got Jersey and Colorado now. Currently, it is Colorado 150 with a 6.5 total. We go to the spreadsheets, change it over to Colorado. And number 1 defense, number 5 offense. Jersey's just nasty. We know this. But it's Colorado too. So Colorado's lost 5 of their 10 games. That's crazy. It's crazy how you can be 8-1, be at only 16 points, but you got 10 games played, you lose half of them, and you at 14 points. NHL, you're funny. You crazy. Go home. You drunk. 1v5, lots of shots on goal. New Jersey's to play probably, but New Jersey on the road. Let's look at our goalie setup. Who's going to be in the nets? 388 versus McKenzie's playing. Welcome, McKenzie. We need to see how McKenzie does for one game. Just have to, because I can't trust any. We don't know anything. So it's a crapshoot right now. So we don't know. Let's go look at props, see what we can do here. Shots on goal, potentially the only thing I would even want to look at because maybe points against Jacob. Maybe. Hell, I don't know. This is a weird one. This might be our first pass. I'm going to keep it real. Shots on goal for McKinnon, sure. Devin, shots on goal. I'm not going to do points for 30 because McKenzie's one of the best goalies when he's on his game. But is he going to be on his game or is he going to be like everybody else and start off with like a 3 or 4 GAA? I don't know. And then shots on goal here. So Nathan, 5-4 and a 3.5 at a minus 130. A couple 8s in a row, then a 4.34. 2025, he's hit 8 a couple times. He hit 4 mostly, 4.4 on the season. Maybe. We'll see. What we got? 2, 1.5 doesn't qualify. Goodbye. Go away. Arseny, Gritzier. Okay. Yeah, again, pop off 5 when you normally do 2. No. This game is weird. You could take Nathan if you want to. You could absolutely take McKinnon, but based on this, mainly the fact that you haven't done much, and then on the fact that both teams like New Jersey's good, shots on goal defense is good. I'm actually everything's telling me to pass this one. Everything's saying, you know what? We got so many plays already. We don't need to push the issue, right? Nothing really qualifies. McKinnon does qualify technically, but you do see that New Jersey has the fifth ranked pass defense, pass shot on goal defense, shot on goal defense. So yeah, I'm gonna pass on this one. Just lay it chill on this one. Move on next. All right, moving from Colorado, we're going Utah and Edmonton. All right, so currently it is Edmonton 135 with a 6.5 total. We go to our sheets, we load this up, we change this over, we go Edmonton, Utah. Utah is nasty right now. 16 points, 1-7 in a row, 8-2. Can't stop that. It's crazy. Edmonton, it's 4-6 technically, but 4-4-2 overall. We see the numbers. That all cancels out kind of, so, but not this. 1v25. Again, Utah team total could be a play. Let's go look at our goalies, see if that allows us to be it. 2-4-2 for Carroll and Stewart's 2-3-1. So we're not going to do team total, but we could lean Utah money line, which is at plus 133. Why wouldn't we take that? They got their normal, they got their goalie, they got their team, everything's looking good. Yeah, give me Utah money line off the get. Utah money line. 133 plus 133. Okay, sure. I don't mind if I do. So let's change this over and see what the props look like. Just in case for some reason you want to take props, I got you. We have a lot to pick from. Yeah, lot to pick from because technically the points are open. Even I'm not gonna. There's a lot of points. You can see them all on here. 2-3-1 and 2-4-2 are both close to not wanting to take them anyway. So we have one shot on goal prop, and that would be Gunther, and 3-4 and a 2-5 doesn't qualify. So yeah, I'm gonna stick with Utah money line plus 133 and move on next. For 3 games left, Rangers Vancouver time, and currently it is slightly into the Rangers on the road with a 5.5. Spreadsheet, load them up. Offense and defense, both terrible for both teams. They can't shoot. This game's trash. This is what it is. This is trash. We come down, we see Igor's at 225, Thatcher's at 235. They're both good. Obviously, nothing too crazy. So let's go over to our props and see do we have anything prop wise? Because so far, this is a pass for me. 100% a pass. We have no props. Can't do nothing with his own anyway. This is a pass. There's nothing to do. Here's a spreadsheet again. If you want to do something, I'm moving on. Next. 2 games left. Montreal, Seattle is up next. Currently, it is Montreal 117 with a 5.5 total. Spreadsheet is going to be this. Not the best. Not the best. Offense for Montreal's but the only bright spot here. So let's go to our goalies. And let's see. Sam's at 3.8. Joey's 2.48. Seattle's doing better with the goalie. Montreal better with offense. So, okay. So the props, let's see if we have anything here for us. Change them up. And we got a few we can look at, see if there's anything good here. So 2.8 on a 2.5 does not qualify. Ivan points 1.5 with a plus 120 potentially, but that's going up against Seattle, who is 12th in goals. Joey's pretty good. I'm not going to take this. No, Joey's too good. I need some clear cut. Like, you're not good. Jordan points against Sam, though, 3.8, and he's doing good for 1. I could take this one and feel good about it. Montreal, Sam gives up goals, 3.8. What about the last one? It's going to be Ivan assist at 210. Ooh, that's tempting. That's very tempting, but no, we're going to go Jordan. We're going to trust this. We're going to go EERLE over 0.5 points. Yeah, we're going to trust that. It's 132. It's a little pricey, I know, but we're basically we're going to take the numbers look good history, schedule versus you got Sam at 3.8, not good. And then lastly, they give up 3.2 goals a game. That's potentially nine points right there. He can get one of them for 132. I'm down for that. Next. Lastly, finally, game 16, Kings, Sharks. There you go. LA 189, 5.5. Cool. Spreadsheets. Load them up. Last one. That boom, 4v8 on defense. There's nothing that looks good here. Obviously, let's go. Yeah, nothing looks good at all. Goalies, 279 for Darcy. Alex is 4. I would lean the Kings, obviously. Props. Let's go look at props. Change it up. 4. Celebrating shots. Will Smith shots. Kempy assists. Clint shots. Cool. Okay, 3.8. 1.5 on a 2.2 is a no. That's a technically yes, but no. And then 3.6 on a 2.5 for Eklund. You can see currently he is plus 156 for 3 shots. That's pretty nice. That does qualify. We could take that. Celebrities at 3, 8025 for 140. I could take both of these, to be honest. They're both pretty good, but I think I'm going to go Eklund. I'm going to chase the juice. I'm going to chase that and see what he's done all year. Yeah, he's averaging 289 the year. He sees 3. I'm gonna chase. A little bit of a chase. So Eklund over 2.5 shots a goal. You know what? I think we're adding Celebrity too. Yeah, we'll do both. Why not? Doesn't hurt, right? So we pass on a couple, so that gives us a better play. So we'll take this, and we're going to try Celebrini as well. They both qualify. So that is it. We are done. Thankfully, it was a long video. Tomorrow, there's one game. I won't do a video tomorrow. I will post a spreadsheet tomorrow for the game on the YouTube post area. Discord members, everybody will get it. So you'll have the sheet if you want to play it, but I'm not going to do a video tomorrow for one game. And I'll be back on Thursday. We'll do more videos here. So cool. I think we're done. I appreciate being here. Drop a like, subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you're playing. Let me know how you've been doing. And I will see you Thursday for more NHL. Peace.